was weird. We're working on the truck, and it's probably not going to be good.
Oh, I'm so awkward. I'm so awkward.
All right, we're going to have to go back in time a little bit here. So I've been having some issues with this truck. It's been running lean, and it's kind of been overheating. It's been dieseling and yada yada. The quadribog that was on this did not have any kind of mixture adjustment. So because it's all emissions control related stuff. So I decided to get an adapter and go get like an Edelbrock AVS2 from O'Reilly's, and that, you know, I did that and it ran, but it revealed to me that I had a pretty good sized intake leak between the intake and the heads. So I decided to pull the intake off to you know, fix that, because it's just gaskets, man. And that's when I found this, which would be some cam bearing shell. Just floating around in the lifter valley. So I took my flashlight and I shined, you know, behind all the bores, and I can see light coming through one of them. So this needs cam bearings. I have found some engines that I think may work, but it would be cheaper for me to just put bearings in it. But what I'm concerned about is that the cam bore, the journal on the engine, is completely boned from having the shell just like shot around in it until it was ejected. So I'm going to do some exploring today and pull the whole front of the engine off so that I can pull the cam out and inspect the bores before I order all those parts. If the cam bore's bad, then that pretty much means that the block would have to go to a machine shop to be, you know, straightened out so that I could put bearings in, and I'm not going to do that. So at that point, I would be looking for another engine, and we'll put an engine in this. So firstly, I got some tea that I need to drink because it is cold as hell, even though I have heat in here. And I also have to go next door and see if I can borrow a coolant bucket, and then go to the parts store and get gloves. And then, when I have those things, we're going to do the coolant system and then start yoinking the front of the engine off, and you know, make a big mess. Okay, I have gloves. I have a bucket. So first thing I want to do is I got to take that big hose off there that comes off the water pump so that I can drain as much of the block and the radiator as I can before I pull that stuff out. So I'm gonna do that, and then once that's kind of drained, I guess I'm gonna start trying to honk this out of here so I have a little bit more room to work. I'm gonna have to undo the ATF lines as well. I'll probably just end up dumping all that back in the bucket. All right, let me do that and the other things, and we'll start making a mess. There we go. Come on. Come on. Ooh, it's frothing. Oh, yep. Okay. Nowhere near the bucket. I wonder if it's supposed to be that color. Still nowhere near the bucket. Come on, please. God damn. I really hate water-cooled vehicles. This is terrible. I'm not really sure how this is supposed to work. So I guess I'm just gonna rip this guy off. Uh-oh. Well, that was the radiator. Oops. That's not attached to that anymore. What is your be able to? What do you mean, man? Oh, okay. I guess that's what you mean. And then we can take this guy out of here, like that. Okay. Well, it certainly gives me a little bit more room to work. Made a proper mess. It's not my blood, I promise. So I guess the next thing is going to be getting the fan off. I think. I've never done that before, so I may just leave all that on, leave the fan on this and just take this off, because I think that's going to be easier. And then we'll kind of, revisit here. I got to get all these belts off and stuff so that I can get to the water pump. So many brackets, all these brackets and things. Ugh! Okay. Let me work on this guy. All right, I got the fan and the pulley off. Managed to do it without having to undo any of the belts, and I only dropped one wrench into the coolant bucket, so that's got to count for something, right? All right. Well, now I've got like 100 brackets to undo. I'm gonna have to take some pictures. I'm hoping that I can kind of leave the brackets attached to all the components and just kind of like turn everything out of the way is the hope. So let me get my phone and take some pictures here. Hopefully I won't drop my phone in the coolant bucket. That would suck. And then basically just have to get this out of the way and all this crap out of the way so that I can get the water pump. Oh God, I'm gonna have to do the crank pulleys too. Ooh. All right. Well, okay. Bring that over there, thusly. That one. There's got to be one over there. Yes, there is. Okay. So I'm going to need. This guy out, get the nut back on that, and then we'll take these guys. And hopefully this I can just sneak out of here. It's a negative, but it looks like those two bolts will remove that bracket. Yep, okay. So, is that a spacer? Yes, don't want to lose that. Okay. So the skinny boys, long skinny guys go over here on the right, and the two fat bastards, right? Are they bigger? No, the long ones go on the right, and the short guys go on the left up there on the top. Okay, we'll take this spacer out of there. I'm going to set this bracket over here. We'll probably modify that later. And we can just take this out of here. Oh, I got one more bolt left down there on the bottom. I don't know if you can see it. Well, you kind of can. We got this guy here, and I think that's just going to kind of sort of move the power steering pump out of the way, maybe. Let's see. Let's this a little bit. There we go. All right, so that's a short guy that goes down the bottom. All right, so can't worry about this guy yet. That looks like that's holding. the timing cover on. So now, looks like I got one more bolt holding that on. Oh, there's where the timing marks are. How was I going to see that? I'm going to take half the front of the engine apart to see that. All right, so I got to get all those half-inch outside ones off, and then that big honker in the middle there. I'm going to start with the little ones, see if I can even get those, and then we can start trying to get the big guy off. Either broke it or it came off. Looks like it came off. All right, big honking bolt and nut. So will this, okay, give me a mallet. Nice. Okay, so without the washer, this nut actually fits through the center of this, so I'm gonna, I might end up having to replace that because I can feel the rubber coming out. So I'm gonna put this bolt back in, take this guy, and hoping we can these guys in. I know one of these bolts is bent, but it should still be okay. Get that in, and then the bottom guy in. Yep, it's coming. Nice. Should. Oh, what was that? I think it was just rubber. All right, let's see what we got down here now. All right, I'm gonna need a timing cover seal too. Timing cover seal, looks like I'm probably also gonna need fuel pump gaskets. Okay, I think I've only got one more bolt holding this water pump on. Let me get the correct socket. We can get that guy off. It also has the timing thing on it. Am I missing any others? Doesn't feel like it. I think that's the last one. Let's try that again. There we go. It's starting to leak again. Trying to move this over there. Well, this is actually fairly new. Or at least it looks good. That's nice. One less thing. It feels good. Okay. Well, that's nice. At least someone was actually taking care of this. Okay. Outlet looks pretty good. There's no, like, you know, huge chunks of stuff floating around in it, so that's nice. So now, there's this big cover here that's covering up the timing chain that I got to get off. I guess I could leave the fuel pump on. I don't know really what would be the point. I got to at least disconnect the lines from it. All right, I'm sorry I'm not moving the camera out a lot, or around a lot rather, because it's really difficult to get good angles when the truck's up this high. All right, so I've got that line off. I've got the fuel line off. I think I should just be able to do this guy and this guy and these guys. That's the hope anyway. Of course, I'm losing even more coolant now. Ooh, that's yucky. Yep. Yep. Well, I guess twice was too much to ask for. Alright, so if all those are off, should be able to just oh, because there's bolts that go through the oil pan. Okay, well, I'm going to let that finish draining, and then I guess I got one here and one here on the other side that go through the oil pan that I'm going to have to take out in order to get that cover off. All right, I got them bolts out. So I'm hoping, since I loosened this already, I should just be able to take this off. Yes, okay. It's a little nasty in there, but ain't bad. It's mostly the cover that's gross. We'll find a place for this. Stand by. All right, how awful is this timing chain? Pretty bad. It's not bad on this side, though. Don't really understand how that works. All right, I did a little bit off camera because I had to let my camera charge, but so I, moved everything out of the way as best I could. I got the distributor out, pulled the valve covers off. So now I'm going to pull the rocker shafts off and the push rods, and then we can start trying to get the lifters out. And I'm going to do my best to just like sit them up on the side next to the bores that they come out of, so that I don't have to remember where they go. I figured out what this guy's for, that eccentric thing there, and it's for the fuel pump. It pushes on this big old lever and does the pumpings. So I'm going to pull the valve train apart, and then all we got to do is pull the timing chain and sprockets off, and then I think there might be like a retainer plate or something, and I should be able to slide the cam out of there. From what I've read, it's like normal to have slack on one side and for it to be tight on the other. I'm still on the fence as to whether or not I want to replace all of this while I have it apart. I feel like the chain is cheap enough, I might as well. The gears and everything look pretty good. I'll do a further inspection when I have it off the truck. Because if I don't have to buy sprockets, then why bother? But I'm here. I might as well get a chain, So, yeah, let me pull those off and get the rods out and all that, and we can carry on. I know I should care about where the push rods go in relation to where they are, but it's only so much brain power I can give to things. Falling over. Oh. Just gonna pick this up from that end, like that. Come on. All right. And so these short little guys. I wonder if any of these are bent. We'll see. I don't like that at all. I hope I didn't just do that. I don't think I did. Let's see a little bit of a scar on that guy there. I don't think I just did that, but I guess it's possible. All right, let me put these down. We'll do the other side. Oh, please don't slide. Please don't slide. Oh, wait a minute. No. There we go. Okay. So now we can try to get these lifters out. How are we going to do that? Oh, we just slide right out. Put that there. There. they're coming out pretty good, so that's nice. I'll have to check them all, but this front one's going to be interesting. Oh, no, guess not. All right, so all those are out. So now I'm hoping I can just take this bolt off the front of that and everything will slide off. I wouldn't be surprised if I got to use a little heat. But once we get that out, then we can remove the cam. Okay. A little eccentric out of that. That's so cute. Look at that. That's adorable. It's like a little teacup. Okay. Let's see if we can get that bottom one to slide. Okay, yeah. Will this one come? Yeah. Get a little more out of this. A little more out of that. And a little more out of that. Okay. Let's try to keep that together as much as I can. All right, so it looks like we have a retaining plate here for the cam. So we're going to take those out, 1/2 inch. Okay. Stick them up here for now. Okay. All right. Oh, gee. I'm going to keep the plate off, but I'm going to put the bolts back in because these look funky and I don't want to lose them. I'm just going to stick those right back where they were. Now, I'm not really sure how I'm going to get this cam out of here. I feel like all the times that I've watched roadkill do something like this, they stick a bolt in the end and kind of use that as a handle, but I don't know. Probably going to do that myself here, so let's see. Oh, okay. Yep. Shit. I gotta get it up a little bit. Alright, I just need you to get up a little bit here. Go. Okay. And find that. Okay. Alright. The rest of the way. And go. I might have enough room, but probably not. It looks like no. Come on. Come on. Oh, yes, look at that. Okay, let me climb out of here and give this out. This actually looks like it's in really good shape. I don't understand. Okay, yeah, let me climb out of here without killing myself. Actually looks not bad. I'm not seeing anything like super concerning on any of the journals. All the lobes look pretty good. I'll look at it a little bit more closely in a minute. I want to take a look at the bore and see how the bearings are. I mean, the bearings are definitely trash. Because there's all kinds of stuff. Places there shouldn't be all kinds of stuff. I just don't understand where that big shell came from that I showed you at the top of the video. Let me see if I can contort my body enough to get in here the way I need to. All right. Oof. Yeah, these bearings are gonzo. All right. So, biggest thing is all that stuff at the back there, all that crap, but you can also see how worn all these bearings are. pretty bad. Like that. I don't know if it'll focus well enough to see, but that's that bearing's plowed. So I think I should be able to replace these. It doesn't feel like any of the bearings have worn through to the block, so I think the bore is okay. I'm confident that we can put new bearings in this, and thankfully the cam itself looks pretty good. So I'm going to make a list of everything that I need. I'm going to go through and check all the lifters and make sure those are good. Check whatever else I can while I'm here, and then go home and order some parts. Which means that'll do it for this episode. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already. Leave a like. Let's try that again. Leave a like, leave a comment, share with your friends. You can follow me on Instagram at WickedWorks. Next time, hopefully, we'll have parts and we'll be putting this back together. I'm going to need a lot more Speedy Dry. All right. Let me clean up this triple homicide. We'll see you at the next one. Oh, God, I hate modern cars.